Kia, and welcome to Naki News. I'm Dom.
And I'm Chevelle. Today on Naki News we have elderly woman made homeless by house fire fight for life. Boxing update, comedian Gish promotes his show in 2 minutes with Harley. But first up, swarm of wasps halt Prime Minister's visit.
Soccer wasps swarmed around the Naki School yesterday, upsetting the Prime Minister's visit. Puketapu School in Bell Block had been waiting patiently for a visit from Prime Minister Naki when disaster struck. A group of 6-year-olds had apparently thrown a handful of rocks at a hive, unleashing a swarm of angry wasps. Just as Mr. Key stepped out of the limousine, the swarm struck. He started waving his hands around and was instantly stung by over 100 wasps. The rescue helicopter from the nearby airport was called and Prime Minister Naki was rushed to Taranaki Base Hospital where he is recovering. It is hoped he will make it to Election Day on Saturday. Here is our reporter on the spot, Cody Hancock, with the Puketapu senior students who were eyewitnesses.
Hello, I'm Cody Hancock, and here we have Tyrone and Sean. Hello, I'm Cody Hancock, and here we have Tyrone and Sean, eyewitness of the disaster. So Tyrone, what was your reaction when you saw the wasp forming?
Well, I fell to the ground, my face cringed up, and I started to squeal. Everybody was screaming.
I was screaming, I was terrified.
Did you see the Prime Minister?
All I saw was John Key lying on the ground with a swollen face calling Mummy.
Mummy, Mummy, Mummy.
What happened next?
Well, it wasn't long before the rescue helicopter had arrived at the school.
It landed on the field. Awesome.
Did you get stung?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Let's just say the sun don't shine in this area.
Okay. That's it for me. Back to you on the studio.
An interesting interview. Thanks, Cody. And now for something completely different. In breaking news this morning, the apartment of an elderly woman was destroyed by fire. An 83-year-old woman had a bad day turn worse when she arrived home from the dairy to find her apartment in flames. She had been cooking bacon for her breakfast when she noticed there were no eggs. She was so confused and upset that she took off on her mobility scooter and forgot to turn off the stove. But worse was to come. She crashed into a lamppost on the way and knocked out some teeth. By the time she got helped back onto her scooter and got her eggs, disaster had struck. Outside her apartment, flames and smoke were everywhere. Finally, when it was out, the fire chief found the cause and had been the bacon left cooking on the stove. We are going to cross over to the scene where our reporter is waiting to interview the elder lady. Now over to our reporter, Jariah.
Thanks, Chevelle. I'm Jariah, and joining me now is Mrs. Bush. So, Mrs. Bush, a disaster. Did you know you hadn't turned the stove off?
No, I didn't. I must have got confused in my rush to buy eggs.
Why did you need eggs so badly?
Because I have cooked bacon and eggs every morning for 50 years. My dear George, he just had to have eggs with his bacon. But I must have got confused because George died last week and isn't even here to eat them. I just didn't think. I was just too upset that I got eggs.
That's a shame, Mrs. Bush. And I hear you had an accident too.
Yes, I rushed off in such a hurry on my mobility scooter. I hit a lamppost and fell off.
Oh dear, one disaster after another, and now your house. I don't think you'll be back there for a while.
And it's been George and my home for years. What am I going to do?
Have you got anywhere to go?
Yes, thanks. I'll go to my daughter. She's on her way here now.
Well, all the best. And we're out of time. Back to you, Dom.
Thanks, Jariah. Now for some sports news. December 3rd Fight for Life boxing event in Auckland has just taken a new turn as Cruiserweight champion Shane Cameron takes on ex-Warriors captain Monty Betham. Monty has not fought for over 4 years. Shane Cameron's last fight was 4 months ago when he became the Cruiserweight champion. Shane is also recovering from a broken hand. Critics feel that this is a mismatch and are concerned for Betham's safety. Betham's wife is not happy. However, Monty is one of the hardest guys to come out of the NRL, and his father was a Commonwealth boxing champion. Let's cross over to our sports reporter who has more on the situation. Over to you, Taylor.
Thanks, Dom. I'm Taylor Adams, and joining me now is Shane Cameron and Monty Betham. Shane Cameron, thank you for the interview. Shane, is this a grudge match against Monty?
Why would you say that?
Well, a couple of years ago, there was a tussle between the two of you at a boxing gym panel.
Nah, that was just a friendly fight.
I heard that the two of you had to be separated.
Nah, me and Monty go way back. Always play fighting, nothing serious.
Just people overreacting. I would never fight Monty like, Shane like that.
Well, now the two of you are going to meet at the Fight for Life. Aren't you worried, Monty?
Nah, we're only going 6 rounds, shorter than Shane's used to, and just don't want to get hurt. The wife will never forgive me.
And Shane?
Just a match, mate. Match for charity.
Well, thanks Shane Cameron and Monty Betham, and good luck for December 3rd. That's all for sports. Now over to Nicola with the weather update.
Thank you, Taylor. In Auckland, the morning lightning, but in the afternoon it will rain heavily, high of 18 degrees, low 10. In Hamilton, it is hailing with strong winds, but it should clear in the afternoon, high of 15 degrees, low 5. Today in New Plymouth, it is raining, but will be fine in the afternoon, high of 18 degrees, low 7. In Palmerston North, it is very cold winds with heavy rain, but it should clear up by the afternoon, high of 13 degrees, low 6. In Wellington, it will be really hot in the afternoon and will still be very hot in the evening, high of 25 degrees. In Nelson, the morning is fine, and in the afternoon it will be even hotter, high of 24 degrees, low 17. In Greymouth, strong winds might upset whitebaiting today, winds easing in the afternoon, high of 15 degrees, low 5. Today in Christchurch, it will be fine with a warm northwesterly, high of 27 degrees, low 14. And finally, in Dunedin, it will be cool with rain, but it should clear up by the afternoon, high of 19 degrees, low 6. That's all from me. Good night, New Zealand. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. But now we cross to Harley, who has 2 minutes with New Zealand's comedian Gish.
Thank you, Nicola. I'm Harley, and today we're having 2 minutes with Gish. Hello, Gish. Thank you for joining us.
No worries, man.
Gish, how did you get that name?
Short for biggish, without the big.
Some people will say that you have destroyed some very special songs like Poye, Hotel California, and our own Dave Dobson's Loyal Song. What do you say to these critics?
They need to lighten up, man. Have some fun.
Some of your lyrics are pretty weird and not something the police would like you promoting.
What's singing about a bit of weed and stealing cars gonna do? Ruin society? Doubt it.
Well, Gish, we are here to promote your extra show in New Plymouth on Friday, November 25th. What made you choose New Plymouth?
Trying to give the Naki a bit of culture.
Culture? Are you sure? I heard you won a comedy award for the most offensive gag.
Making people laugh, bro. It's what I do.
Well, you certainly never cease to amaze and entertain a crowd with your comments and songs.
Thanks, bro.
So, New Plymouth, don't miss this show, Friday, November 25th at the Naki Barracuda, Port View, Certain, at 8 p.m. Only $10. Sorry, teeny boppers, R18 only. Well, Gish, thank you very much for joining us. This has been 2 minutes with me, Harley Reid. Now back to the news desk with Dom and Charvel.
Thanks, Harley.
Well, that's Naki News for Thursday, November 24th, 2011. Just a quick review of today's headlines. Swarm of Wasps puts Prime Minister in hospital.
Woman made homeless by house fire.
And Shane Cameron to meet Monty Betham in December's Fight for Life boxing matchup. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.
From the whole team at Naki News,
Goodbye e noho rā.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Roll the camera. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are featuring an interview with a very peculiar-looking gentleman.
Scene 1, take 1.